Hello guys, how are you? I'm sitting here looking at the map going, what now? And I think at the very least, I've got to consider moving this group of things out of the way. The animals are all sorted out. I've actually got everything pretty much done there, which is kind of cool. Feels all right. If I leave them like this, and I'm still wondering about that. I'm not fond of it. I'm not fond of this. I just simply don't have anything else at the moment to go on, so I think I'm going to leave it for now and we'll work around it. And if I want to change it later, then we'll find a way to change it later. But I do think I have to get these things out of the way. Actually, these are trees, aren't they? Let's put them, we'll stick them over here. If there's other trees here, we'll do this. Just get these babies gone and done. And I'm probably almost definitely going to be recycling all the lower end flowers, the ones that are kind of cheap, and anything, and probably all of the trees. Anything that's not bought with ribbons, anything bought with ribbons, I'm definitely going to hang on to and move as often as required to save them, because dang, way too expensive, and 600 ribbons doesn't go very far when you start buying plants. So let's get this one moved. We'll go ahead and add this to this area too. Seems a good plan for now. So what I'm probably going to do is try to empty, excuse me, empty this corner so we can start, and then this, so we can start with our river through here, just something like that, and then we'll need the canals around. Now with the canals, I'm sitting here thinking I want to put, the wide ones have got to be around the outside, and then the smaller ones in between. See, it might be better if the river came up further like this and then just sort of curved into a more of an east-west thing. I should probably run the river straight through here, and then I could make great big canals all along this sort of horizontal part. That's probably what I should be doing, is just clearing out right from here right across there. And then we could get some good long rows of flowers. That would be kind of nice, wouldn't it? I think I'd like that quite a lot. And then we could wrap the outside canal around these guys. But I might have to take the first block of 4 and move them, each of them, and move them down one. I don't know how much room there is here, but we are about to find out. So I skipped some trees. Oops. Well, I thought I was done. I tried to be done, There we go. Now I'm done. So I guess these have got to be gone as well. But where? Yeah, and definitely, for sure, all of the high-end plants I'll keep. Man, I just, even 99, that's quite handy. All right, you know what? We'll just put you along here someplace. What the heck? That last house will be done, well, pretty much any minute, I think. It's pretty close to being finished. And then we'll get to decide what we're actually going to do with the houses. I mean, I've made the castle. I suppose we could keep it as an old ruin somewhere on the property from medieval times. As long as I don't use it, because I would feel like I was cheating. I've set myself some goals, and I do want to stick with them. So we can't seem to coordinate my hands on the buttons today. And where am I going to put these babies? Tuck them up in here somewhere. Good place as any, I guess. Out of the way, anyhow. They're out of the way. These should be pretty close to being done too. And two, because I got these two plants from somewhere. Good job. Why? I don't know. Let's go play. Just these two random places. Like, here, I got this. Okay, so and where the hell are these supposed to be? Anyway, what were they? They were a lilac? Is it this lilac? I have no idea where these plants are supposed to be. It's a pink one. And pink tulips. Well then. Oh, they're way over there. Oh my goodness. Those two flowers look quite nice together, don't they? I like that, the light and the dark pink. That looked really pretty. And I did this how? Okay, because that one was on that corner. I got this. And that one was there. Yeah, these look quite pretty together. It's kind of nice. And we'll move these to, is this far enough, I wonder? I don't know. Probably not. Let's move it to the other side. That's it, yeah. How much room does that give us? Not enough. All of that's got to go too. Well, heck. I've been thinking about how to plant the flowers and even the trees and stuff, like the orchard, whatever. And I'm really thinking to go like very, very different than I have to date. And just forget the lining them up, forget the alphabetical order. I'm thinking about really just going for something like, do those two colors look good together, and saying the heck with timing, the heck with, you know, lists of things. Let's just try to make it look pretty, and the heck with all the rest of it. Just make it feel very organic, and unplanned will actually be harder for me than planned. Now, here's the thing. I was thinking about running the river through here. So these actually have to get moved. If I'm going basically between 20 and 9, I would just smack it right up through the center here. Why not? It's a good place as any, right? If it's starting from here, there'll be a bit of a curve between 8 and 9, and then right down through the heart of everything I'm doing right now. Oh, son of a gun. Well, what I do want to see is if, now, okay, see what I'm thinking. Oh no, she's thinking. These guys should probably be down further into the animals. Put you there, and you can harvest all the ones along the end there, sure. And I put this guy in the, I needed milk, so I put him there. And that's where they should be, is in the middle of these rows, but oh well. And that gives you that room to there. Because what I'm thinking, yeah, just putting him back in his little spot in the world here, is do we have enough room with the barns, with those there? Oh, I'm clever. Like, how wide do I want the outside canal? I'm thinking, you know, if the small ones are going to be 1 wide, then these should probably be 3. Except these won't go down in blocks because they're theoretically roads, which is very strange. But I was thinking, you know, I mean, I guess if they're not going down to blocks, I could do them too wide and then have the regular canals coming off of them this big. That's you know what, that's probably fine. Which would leave how much along here? I'm just afraid I'm gonna have to move all that front row of animals back. But if this works out okay, then I won't have to. And it looks like it might. Looks like this might be okay because it gives us room for a road along in front of the barns. And that seems important. Okay, so, and then, yeah, and then the other canals would come off this. They're not going to be that close together, but how would that look on the map? Wider and narrow. It's not too bad, is it? I mean, I think 3 would be better, but 3 means I'm going to have to move everything down. And I just don't know if it matters enough to make that worthwhile. And I'm kind of thinking, yeah, it doesn't really. Now I've got this guy up here harvesting some plants and things for me, so I'm not going to deal with him right this minute, but okay, we're getting the feel of this. We're definitely getting the feel of this. There we go. And then, of course, all the big ones will be, there will be windmills along the river to pump from the big ones into the river. So I'm probably going to have to remove one of those barns unless I have the river just sort of flow around the barns. I suppose that's the thing. And with the canals, I am probably going to do something like line them. Not with fencing, but I don't know, maybe it might be something like that all the way around them. So they look like they're, you know, made. They were put there for a reason, and the river, of course, will be not straight like this. It'll be a lot more jiggity jaggedy and stuff, but I want to make sure that there's very definitely a sense that these were put in place on purpose. And then whatever road we decide to use, and that's still open for debate. I mean, these are pretty posh. They might be kind of nice, but I think, you know, this isn't too bad. I think I can live with this. And then if storage gets to be a problem, I can always tuck, you know, every other one we could have 3 in a row in a blank space with a tree or something, and then 3 in a row. And now the problem with having 3 in a row is my great big trees, wrong section. The nice big ones, of course, are too wide and won't fit here evenly, but that's okay. You know, that just gives us some options and forces us to play around with things, so that's okay. 'Tis a goodly thing. So I don't know. I think this will probably work out okay. There's, you know, you can at least see the difference in the sizes and get a feel for how it's gonna. I think this should work, and that means I don't have to move all these animals, and that was my big concern. It's like, I don't want to do it anymore. These are going to need some paths down the center. They're going to need some fencing. Man, not a tree in sight though. This is so harsh. Yeah, it kind of sucks. So if I took the cows and moved them all over by 1, then I could take the fur critters, which would only be these. This is the start, and these are nice and short, and move them over by 1. I could use this section here, which is kind of close to the middle. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, so this here is actually the center of all the things. So if I took one of these, if I took the cows and moved them to the outside, and took that and moved it to where the cows are, then there would be 6 and 7, because that's the center spot. But I could put at least a row of trees or some kind of greenery or natural things, maybe again with the canal running down one side too. And I think that feels like it's gonna be important to do. So I'll probably be shuffling everything over at least by one. Or with the emus, they are quite short. Is there a short place I could put them? I mean there, but that's then eggs and fur babies, and I was trying to keep the clumps together, but don't suppose it really matters all that much. Let's go harvest some piggies. Hereford Landrace starts there. That one, there we go. 2, 2, and one more, unfortunately, but that's okay. It doesn't take too long. Yeah, I wanted to check and make sure, of course, out here is long enough for the 2 canals. Now, here's the thing. Do I want to try the same pattern with the barns? And I think probably, yeah. If I'm going to have the barns here, then we put the 2 wide canal would be there and there. Oh, did I luck out? Look at this. I don't even believe it. I don't even believe it. Look at this. We got space for a road on either side and a barn, exactly like it is on the other side. This was dumb luck. You know, kind of eyeballing it and going, it'll be somewhere around here, not even looking closely, just sort of taking it on faith that I was probably in the ballpark, and we nailed it. I am happy. That is awesome. Sometimes things just go right, and this is definitely one of those times. I don't even believe this. Holy freaking cow. There we go. It's just like that. This is awesome sauce. So we'll be able to put the barns and the roads and all the things. There we go. Wow. All right then. Well, yeah, no kidding. That's pretty cool. With the trees and stuff, I'm actually thinking about putting, like say that the rabbits were, you know, a group of, like a row of flowers. And then we have a row of flowers. And then I'm thinking, you know, we'll do that across a bunch of fields. And then put in a row of trees from the orchard. And then flowers, 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 a row of trees from the orchard. Flowers, you know, like that, like sort of mix them up so that the trees are kind of used as windbreaks and they're not, you know, tucked away in an orchard somewhere. There's just going to be a row of them mixed in with the flowers. I think it'll give the horizon a nice break. It'll break things up. And I might even, you know, end up doing things like putting in a, you know, a batch of trees just here, you know, somewhere along like that possibly. Thinking about it anyway. Absolutely. Wow, no kidding. Well, there it is. Just planned a little bit more. I'm going to go. Life is still busy this week. I'm hoping things are going to settle a little soon. I mean, my mom's definitely better. The other 2 family members are not. But it's not that anything's settled. I think you just get so numb. You just get used to learning. You just learn to live with it. The stress is just, you know, that low grade always there, but it becomes part of your day. I don't know how else to say it. It's like when things first hit and they're terrifying and dangerous and you're worried and you're scared and it just throws everything turns your whole life upside down and kind of messes stuff up. And then weeks go by and months go by, and that never goes away, but it's like you create a new schedule to deal with it. Like it becomes part of what you do every day. And things feel not settled, but they just get easier. You get through the day a little easier. You find your footing. I guess that's what it is. You find your footing just to get through the day-to-day things that are life. And it feels like maybe, or maybe that's just dumb freaking hope on my part. But at any rate, it feels a little like maybe. And I'm going to take it because I need it. And maybe it's just because I've been resting more lately. Actually listening to the doctor when they're telling me to do this, and maybe it's just getting easier to deal with because I'm making it easier to deal with. I don't know what it is, but there it is. So if I ran it through here, yeah, all that's gotta go. Anyway, this has worked out. I've been wanting to try this with in that corner to see how the canals would work, how things would fit, and I have gotten stinking lucky, and I'm absolutely thrilled, and this is good. Excuse me. So I'm going to shut up and go now. Look at this, 98. We're level 98. Woo! Almost 200. Do I have enough honey? I don't even have close to that much honey. But there we go. We're getting there. We are totally getting there. Almost in the little half. The little half is done because, half and half comes in different sizes. Yeah, hence the word. At any rate, guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for your kindness and your understanding. And with a little luck, I'll be back to normal soonish. Oh, I don't know. We'll see. I'm trying. Thank you for your comments, the thumbs up, your views, and your follows. You are greatly appreciated, guys. Bye-bye.